Motivational Life Lessons, podcast and lifestyle design for millennials, the show that makes you inspired about life. I'm Princess and I'm here to guide you to become a master artist of life. Every 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., you will get new insight and inspirational talks about life. After the episode, the conversation continues on Motivational Life Lessons on Facebook group, so I can't wait to see you there. Positive mindsets brings positive things. Hello everyone, welcome back to Motivational Life Lessons. It's Princess, your host, and I'm super excited to be here to start off our second podcast. Moving forward, I just want to let you know guys that my intention for the podcast is to bring on guests who are artists of life, who are creating their dream lives, or who can offer some sort of value and teach you something specific in the journey of life. So there will be more interviews in these seasons. So today, I want to talk about building confidence. Before I go into that, I want to start off this episode with gratitude because I am just so thankful that you guys are here, that you choose to listen to motivational life lessons when you have a billion other choices of other options you could do with your life at this very moment. Honestly, just to have you here listening is an honor. It's such a blessing and I don't take it for granted that you choose to listen to me like me. Anyway, the reason I bring that up is because I literally wanted you to build your self-confidence in facing life. Self-confidence can be defined as the belief in yourself and your abilities. It is basically freedom from doubt. It is not something that can be taught. It is something that we develop internally by ourselves. It is very important to live a healthy and happy life. Before we will start, I have some 3 tips to build your self-confidence, and these are: first is be fearless. Second, stand up for yourself. Third, learn to accept compliments. What is the importance of self-confidence? Self-confidence is very useful and important to achieve goals and fulfill your wishes. Success comes to those who have a belief in their abilities. One cannot achieve goal in life without self-confidence because a self-confident person is independent, eager, optimistic, and loving and positive by nature. The person who lacks self-confidence is totally opposite. That person is isolated, inferior, depressed, confused, and sensitive to criticism and failure. It doesn't mean that a confident person always gets success in life, but it takes life challenges positively. They learn from their mistakes and keep trying to achieve better in life. There are various ways by which one can work on and improve self-confidence. Firstly, believe in yourself and learn to say what you feel. Most people face troubles like this of not saying no to something they don't like. It is important to say no politely if you are not comfortable with something. Don't feel guilty about it. There is nothing wrong with that. Also, how is confidence built? Another way to improve your self-confidence is to never presume. Many people have this habit of presuming the negative. For example, you are going to a drawing competition and you are nervous. Do not overthink it. You are chosen for this competition because you are good at drawing. Don't let your negative presumption shake your confidence. Setting a realistic goal is a good practice to boost self-confidence. We should not set our goals too high or too low, as both can affect your self-confidence badly. Too high goals make one underconfident as may not be able to achieve, and the too low goals can make one overconfident as one can achieve it easily. Keep on learning to achieve self-confidence. Learn from your past experience. Self-confidence that's not built in one day. Believe in yourself and keep trying. Self-confidence is a state of mind where someone pushes their boundaries and encourages beliefs from the very beginning, and this comes from a place of self-love. You ought to love yourself. to gain the freedom from doubting your actions. Self-confidence is the key to success, or we can say it the first step toward success. If a person possesses self-confidence, then she or he has inevitably won half the battle. We see people in school, workplaces, and public sectors who have achieved success be more initiative, more forward and active, and more confident with their decisions, making them stand out from the crowd. But when it comes to a person who cannot trust themselves or believe in themselves, success is hard to gain for them. They become more vulnerable to criticism and failure. They also find it super hard to get back on their feet and carry on. Everyone who has self-confidence gets to enjoy every various perks that comes along with the state of mind. One of them is finding the magnitude of a difficult job lesser than it is. It helps you to face your failure and own up to it in a positive light. It helps you rise multiple times to believe that you will excel and improve in your next attempt. If you somehow lack this ability, there are some high chances of you overcoming with pessimism. Simple jobs and daily chores feels like a challenge in every way. It's harder for them to take a stand and they are mostly likely not to be taken seriously. But why does it make a self-confident person more persistible to success? It's not because they are lucky or smarter or because of something external. It's because self-confident people understand the impact of believing in themselves and relying on their abilities. Though being confident in them is one of the best abilities to acquire, but one must also be familiar with the fine line separating self-confidence with overconfidence. Excess of anything is bad, and self-confidence is no exemption to that rule. Overconfident people tend not to acknowledge every form of criticism and work on it. People who are experiencing tend to overlook the other side of the coin and embrace themselves now and then, which at the same point in time proves harmful. Their narcissism leads to them to spiral down in the tunnel of failure. So having moderation helps one attain just the right amount of self-confidence and self-love that will assure them success and satisfaction and happiness that we'd all love to experience from life. The way to gain self-confidence is completely personal and an internal decision. So, no speech or essay or conversation will leave a person lacking. It changes all at once. Just like self-love, self-confidence takes time to acquire. But once you start believing in yourself, no one can stop you from conquering all the heights in your life and career. This episode of Motivational Life Lessons was brought to you by our sponsor. If you enjoyed today's show, head over to our Facebook page www.motivationallifelessons.com.ph to gain our free resources. Subscribe to our podcast on iTunes or Google Play. This is your host, Princess Joy Rojas. Thank you for listening. Catch up for our next episode. This is Life Motivational Podcast.